Do you wake up in the morning and feel tired? You open your eyes, but you don't have energy. You feel like you need another night of sleep, even after sleeping for 8 hours. It is a very common feeling. Many of us think the problem is our morning. We think, I need to wake up earlier, or I need to drink more coffee. But what if I told you the secret to a good morning is not in the morning at all? The secret to a great day, a productive day, an energetic day starts the night before. Hi, my friend, and welcome to this simple English podcast from Faster English. I'm Ashley. Today, let's talk about our night routine and how the last hour of your day can change everything. For a long time, I did not have a night routine. My evenings were always different. Sometimes I watched movies until very late. Sometimes I worked on my computer in bed. I often looked at my phone until my eyes closed. My sleep was not very good, and my mornings were always a rush. I always felt stressed and tired. Then I learned that the end of the day is very important. It is a time to prepare our minds and our bodies for rest. So I started to build a simple night routine. It was not a big change. It was a few small, simple habits. But these small habits changed my sleep, my mornings, and my whole day. Today, I want to share some of these ideas with you. The first, and for me, the most important point is this. Your night routine starts when you disconnect from the digital world. I used to lie in bed and scroll on my phone for a long time. I watched videos, I read the news, I looked at what my friends were doing on social media. My eyes were tired, but my brain was awake. My brain was full of information, full of other people's lives, full of noise. And then, when I turned off my phone to sleep, my mind could not stop thinking. It was very difficult to find peace and fall asleep. This is a big problem for many of us. Our brain needs time to slow down before we can sleep well. The blue light from our screens, on our phones, our computers, our TVs, this light tells our brain, wake up, it is still daytime, stay awake. So, my first and most important habit is this. 1 hour before I plan to go to sleep, my phone goes away. I put it in another room to charge for the night. This 1 hour is a gift I give to my mind. It is a time for quiet. It is a time to be with myself, not with the whole world on the internet. In the beginning, this was very difficult. I felt like I was missing something. But after a few days, I started to love this quiet hour. My mind started to feel calm, and falling asleep became so much easier. Now, for the second point. This is a habit that makes my mornings 100% better. The idea is to prepare for tomorrow tonight. I remember a time when my mornings were very stressful. I was always in a rush. I would wake up late, I would open my closet and think, what should I wear today? I would spend 10 minutes trying to decide, then I could not find my keys, then I would forget to pack my lunch. I started every day with a feeling of panic. Now I do a simple 10-minute routine every night to prepare for the next day. It is very easy. First, I choose my clothes for tomorrow and I put them on a chair. The decision is made. I don't need to think about it in the morning. Second, I pack my bag. I make sure my computer, my notebook, and my keys are in my bag, ready to go. Third, I look at my calendar for tomorrow. I see what my meetings are, and I write down my one most important task for the day on a small piece of paper. Just one. This helps me to wake up with a clear focus. This whole process takes maybe 10 or 15 minutes. It is a small action at night, but the result is a big gift of peace in the morning. When I wake up now, I do not need to make a lot of small decisions. The small decisions are already made. My morning is calm. I have time to enjoy my coffee. I can start my day with a feeling of control, not chaos. This 10-minute habit at night gives me 1 hour of peace in the morning. It is a very good trade. Okay, so we disconnected from our phones, we prepared for tomorrow, now we have some quiet time. This brings us to our third point. Do something to calm your mind and body. This is the final step before you go to sleep. The goal of this time is to lower your stress. It is a signal to your body and your brain that the day is over. It is now time for rest. So, what can you do in this time? You should do something that you enjoy and that makes you feel relaxed. For many people, reading is a perfect activity. I love to read a simple book before I sleep. It is not a book for work or for study. It is a story that I enjoy. It takes my mind to another world. It helps me to forget about the small problems of the day. Another great activity is to listen to very quiet, soft music. Music with no words is often the best for this. It can help your mind to slow down and stop thinking so much. Some people like to take a warm bath or a warm shower. The warm water helps to relax your muscles and can help you sleep better. And another habit I have, which is also a great, gentle way to practice your English, is journaling. I have a small notebook next to my bed, and for just 5 minutes, I write down 1 or 2 sentences about my day. I do not write about my problems. I usually write about one good thing that happened, or something that made me smile. It is not for anyone else to read. It is just for me. It is a way to say thank you for the day. It is a way to clear my mind and end the day with a positive thought. And writing it in English is a calm, easy way to practice. The goal of this final part of the evening is to find a quiet activity that you like. It tells your body and your brain that the day is finished. It is now time for deep, restful sleep. So, a good night routine is not complicated. It is just a small, quiet choices. You choose to disconnect, you choose to prepare, and you choose to be calm. These small habits help you to have a good night of sleep. And a good night of sleep is the foundation for a great day. You will have more energy, you will be more productive, and you will feel happier. But why is sleep so important? What is really happening when we close our eyes at night? It is not just off time for our brain. In fact, it is one of the busiest and most important times for our mind and body. I want you to think about your brain like a very busy city. During the day, the city is full of cars, people, and noise. It is working hard. And when a city works hard, it creates a lot of trash and gets messy. When you sleep, it is like the cleaning crew comes to the city of your brain at night. Your brain cleans itself. This is a real, scientific process. It takes out all the trash, all the unimportant information and stress from the day. This cleaning process is so important. It helps your brain to be fresh and ready for the next day. If you don't sleep well, it is like the trash is still on the streets of your city in the morning. It is difficult to think clearly. Sleep is also when your brain organizes information. It is like a librarian working at night in a big library. Your brain takes the important things you learned today, maybe a new English word, an important memory from work, or an idea you had, and it puts them on the correct shelf. This helps you to remember them later. This is why a good night of sleep is so important after you study. If you study English and then you sleep well, you will remember more. Your brain has time to organize the new words and grammar. And it is not just for your brain. Your body also repairs itself when you sleep. Your muscles, your skin, everything gets a chance to heal and become strong again. So, good sleep makes you smarter, stronger, and healthier. But I know what some of you are thinking. Ashley, this is great, but I can't sleep. I go to bed, but my mind is so busy. This is the most common problem. So let's talk about some simple, practical tips for when it is difficult to sleep. One common problem is, my mind is too busy. I can't stop thinking. We lie in bed, but our brain is still running. We think about work, about our family, about our to-do list for tomorrow. The no phone rule we talked about is the best help for this. But another simple trick you can add to your night routine is the brain dump. A brain dump is when you empty your brain onto paper. Before your quiet time, take your journal or a piece of paper. For 5 minutes, just write down everything that is in your head, all your worries, all your ideas, all the things you need to do tomorrow. Put it all on the paper. This simple action tells your brain, okay, I don't need to hold these thoughts anymore. They are safe here on the paper. I can think about them tomorrow. It is a powerful way to clear your mind before you try to sleep. Another common problem is, I wake up in the middle of the night. Maybe at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m., you open your eyes and you cannot go back to sleep. Your mind starts to worry. The most important rule for this moment is, do not look at your phone. Please, do not look at your phone. The light from the screen will tell your brain it is morning. It will wake you up completely. Instead, try to stay calm. Close your eyes and do some simple breathing. Just breathe in slowly and breathe out slowly. Tell yourself, it is okay. My body is resting, even if my mind is awake. If you are still awake after 15 or 20 minutes, it is okay to get out of bed. Go to another room. Do not turn on a big, bright light. Use a small, soft lamp. And do something very quiet and very boring. Maybe you can read a boring book, or you can just sit in a comfortable chair and listen to the quiet. After a little while, you will start to feel sleepy again. Then you can go back to bed. And a final tip for better sleep. Think about what you drink in the evening. Many people love coffee. I love coffee. But coffee has caffeine, and caffeine is a wake-up chemical for our brain. For some people, 1 cup of coffee in the afternoon, even at 2 or 3 p.m., can make it difficult to sleep at night. So you can try a simple experiment. For 1 week, do not drink any coffee or other drinks with caffeine after 2 p.m., just for 1 week. See how you feel. See if your sleep improves. Maybe you can drink a nice herbal tea in the evening instead. A tea like chamomile is very relaxing and can help you feel sleepy. So, as you can see, a good night of sleep is a real skill. It is something we can practice and get better at, just like English. And speaking of language, food and routines give us many great words and phrases in English. When you really like a food, you can say more than just good. You can say, this is delicious, or this is amazing. If something is very tasty and makes your mouth water, you can say it is mouth-watering. For example, that chocolate cake looks mouth-watering. If you eat too much and you feel very full, you can say, I'm stuffed. It's a very informal, common phrase. And if you want just a small piece of something sweet after dinner, that is called a dessert. Everyone loves dessert, right? So, next time you are eating or getting ready for bed, maybe you can practice. Think about the food. Is it sweet? Is it salty? Is it spicy? Is it delicious? Is it mouth-watering? Using these words is a fun and easy way to practice your English while you enjoy a good meal or a quiet evening. I think I am getting sleepy now after all this talk about sleep. It is almost time for my night routine. Thank you for joining me for this simple English podcast. I hope you enjoyed our chat about night routines and the importance of sleep. I have a question for you. What is your favorite food to eat for dinner? Go to the comments and tell me. I would love to read your answers. Thank you again for listening. Take care, have a wonderful and restful evening, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Faster English.